Today, today something happened to me, which in the beginning pissed me off massively. And then I said, no, there is something very, very good in this that can come out. And I went to a specific place here in Atlanta. I need to buy some stuff. And as I said, something happened there. And it triggered a memory from a very long time ago when I lived in Salt Lake City. So, first, I would like, before I start talking further, I would like to welcome everybody who is a member of my community. If you are not, please do subscribe and click on this, the bell thing. I apologize. I still have a, and I still, it looks like I will have a big problem for a while with this thing with the esophagus. And I apologize. I will have one thing here with. I have very light beer, and I just kind of washed down the. Um, you know, I had lunch, so I couldn't wait longer because I didn't have breakfast. So, and after the poisoning, I had one of my stuff damaged here inside. And I will start talking about surveillance actually. And surveillance. This is going to be first video on surveillance because I will have another one and another one maybe from Soviet surveillance that just start coming stuff out like the KGB started they opened files recently how they do surveillance. Then I will have my own video like information of my own that I had about former Soviet Union and I live in Bulgaria and I will conclude this the type of surveillance in China, which I consider to be China is their geniuses of following and getting surveil people. So anyway, the today was what's today? Yeah, it was about 29 years since I had uh, as I said, one of my gangstalking operation against me, and uh, it's kind of a when you start talking about it, it's you start recording things, and that's why I disagree, for instance, with religion. Religion doesn't allow you to collect pieces of the past. You simply have to throw them away so you don't. But actually, for me, for instance, the religion piece, for instance, like artifact, from the time it was 30 years ago, 33 years ago, 40 years ago, if I have one of those artifacts and I get it in my hand and suddenly I have like total, I wouldn't say total recall, but kind of a recall that helps you don't repeat itself, to remember things, not to recall it, but to remember things. And this is one of those things that, as I said, some of the religions they're against it, but actually, I think it's one of the things that help you to bring the past in your mind, kind of in the service, and you can harvest whatever you had a long time ago, but you didn't realize that you had it. So I will start with surveillance, and the name of the this video is face-to-face confirmation of identity when you deal with surveillance. You see, the one of the videos that I made a long time ago had the situations like you have somebody, for instance, you at work, right, or you somewhere that you go very often, and you see people coming close to you somewhere in the area, but they don't do the street theater, but they kind of come close to you and look at you. This is nothing else but human transaction in a way of recognition for the future. You see, they can take a picture of you, they can have a video of you, but actually, if you look at the picture of the real person, you will see they have slight differences, and so there's no other thing to have face to face, and not just that. Sometimes you can see people that surveil you. They don't look at your eyes because there's something about your eyes and kind of freezes their memory about you and your memory about them. That's why some people simply hide their eyes. So the what is the kind of a sign that you're being surveilled, and not just surveilled, you're being verified as who you are. Even they don't have to know your name, but they have to verify if you are. It usually happens when you met somebody in the past, and but you're not friends, you're not any type of colleagues, you're not business partners, but just you saw each other once, and this is it pretty much. So the I will tell you what happened to me in Utah a long time ago, about 30, 29 years ago. It was when I lived in Utah, and I was massively gang stalked. I had to go to a lawyer. I needed a lawyer massively that they can stop this thing. But I was so naive then that I can sue them as well and make a lot of money. It wasn't possible. So I went to a couple of lawyers, and when I went to this couple of lawyers, very similar thing happened. And they will listen to you, they will write things down, and then they will call you, or they plain refuse. Okay. And at the time, I went. Most of the lawyers that I went to were located in a mall, in big malls, and they had offices. So sometimes I go to the malls and the food court had lunch. 30 years ago, remember prices was like $4.99 nice lunch at the mall. And what I noticed is people that I talk to, either secretary or a lawyer themselves, I will see them there, and it looks like a coincidence, right? But it's kind of funny. It happened once. I thought it's a coincidence, But the second time it happened, I was kind of a third time, fourth time. And what it is they would just go down to the food court, but they won't buy anything, and they pass by and look at you, sometimes even greet you, and walk away. Then I went to a specific place that was really kind of, I would say, very specific, because I don't want to even start talking about it because I can have a trouble. And the next day I see in elevator a woman that I talked to previous day that looked at me with a kind of a stare of a little bit being scared, like something she knew more about me than I did. And I greeted her, and she refused to answer. And for me at the time, the way I understood it was somebody simply came and looked at me like they wanted to make sure that this is me, or you know. And this is what actually happened to me today, and it was a long time ago. Shit, it happened, but that I actually asked somebody for service to do stuff, and here in Atlanta, and after, as I said, it triggered my memory in a way about this. So, what is the problem? You would say, okay, somebody came down and to look at you, but look at this way. When you go somewhere and you don't tell anybody where you're going, how would you know if you're gonna be there? It means someone would follow you from home, do surveillance, and track you where you're going. Then they will alert someone who you met in the past on the place where you went. And this person would go downstairs or upstairs, doesn't matter, just to your location, and say, actually don't say anything, just look at you, okay? So there is a chain of surveillance from your domicile to your apartment or your house or place you live in general, and then they will track you the place you're going. Then when they track the place you're going, they maybe assume automatically that there is somebody and that they call. But this is another thing coming. Okay, yes, it means that you were surveilled for a specific day. Where are you going from home to this place to this place to this place, and you gotten to uh, you gotten to the place where they can send somebody and confirm who you are. But okay, it means if this person, whoever you meet, reported you to someone, or you were surveilled last time, okay? So it means when you went to somewhere previous time and you were kind of do things and you talk to people or you buy stuff and you do stuff absolutely legal and things that but yet it leaves the records where were you, okay? So what do you do then? uh, Nothing, because nothing can do much, but it just tells you that this particular time, for instance today or yesterday, I'm not for you the same thing, someone was tracking you, and then when you went for a second time, they did affirmation of being that who you are, and this is what actually can happen. Why reason? I have no idea. That I mean, as I said, when I work in Utah, I was told everything. They can, the people who are actually tracking you, they can. It's going to be absolutely 100 reasons. It can be simply making sure that you don't leave. You need you being held in a way against your will within a specific perimeter. So as I did a video. So if you about perimeters, if you leave the perimeter, they will jump and send dogs against you, like you become a criminal or something. They set up you, or you have nothing else but some kind of innocent thing that just simply do constant surveillance and look who you are and people around you. It can be possible too. So my point is very simple. Face-to-face affirmation of your identity, as I said, the person comes, looks at you, and says, "Yeah, it's the same person, pretty much," and then passes the information, and here he goes. So it's, but for you, it's interesting what's happening, and as I said, it can be everything. But part of the surveillance is on not just surveillance what you do and curiosity in what you do, but this is part of control. And actually, it's more part of control than this curiosity. Because if, for instance, like me, I live in the United States 35 years, and they know, I mean, everything about me. What I did 35 years here. Last time I left the country. I mean, I'm talking about the United States. I went to Mexico City, not say city, but Mexico, Baja California. I went to Mexico, and it was like uh, 29 years ago again. So this is the point. If you have face-to-face confirmation, uh, as I said, what happened with me, repeat. I someone came to me close and looked at my face specifically, and he had this again, like a long time ago, had a little bit of scary grit on their face, like not they're not smiling, but they're disturbed look at you. So it means somebody who presented me somehow didn't present me in a good light, because the um, people who look at you this way, they usually don't project good vibes in a way. Okay, this is for today. It's almost 15 minutes. I hope it's gonna load really fast and nice, that I can have then. But I will do in a couple of days. Today's Sunday. Maybe I will do Tuesday. I will try to do something about Cold War surveillance types, and then I will do stuff about China. Anyway, you have a good evening, and if you have questions, I see whoever is there. thank you for watching me. But what see here, I see people watching, and then they just log in and then they leave. They log in and just leave. But it doesn't matter. I will thank you one more time. And as I said, oh, another person's logged in. Great. I would love to answer your questions, but not now. But what you do, there is a community posting that I do. Uh, Please just in comments leave on any type of postings that I do. Just simply leave what you want to know, because as I said, I am trying to work as much as I can because of budgeting problems, and I take any type of shifts I can. And I will talk later. As I said, if you have any questions, uh, uh, just got Hebriak. All right. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you for watching. And as I said, I would love to you guys to talk to you guys again. And please don't leave. I'll try to do as much as I can. But as I said, with me is I looked up. It's 5 years for my channel, and I have only 300 something people. And it's impossible when you have a regular um, algorithm. It means there's really something wrong with my algorithm. And a while ago, when I was posting on Facebook, when you post on Facebook and then you go ahead, like leave Facebook and click on a video, it says unmute and then go leave the Facebook and go to the app. But with me, before I do anything, it shows uh, that my video had tense content. So it looks like somebody was at the time that put me kind of on a warning list in a way. But I'm still here. But as I said, I don't have any new subscriptions. And it's not about money because, as I said, with so little subscribers, you cannot make money even from my advertising. So anyway, guys, you have a good day, and thank you one more time. It's almost 18 minutes. I hope it's gonna load fast, because sometimes it simply loads forever. I won't give up, Jess. Thank you. Actually, do I will do specific video for people who try to give up. I am an example that uh, there is no end for things. Whatever you do, it's going to be temporary, and this temporary, quiet, and nice time supposedly will turn against you because you're going to lose control of things. As I said, I will do absolutely new video. Thank you, and so good night for tonight. Here's what the time is here. It's only 3 o'clock, so it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, actually 12 o'clock California time. Here's 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern. All right. See you later, guys.